And voila, that's kind of cool, right? Hi, this is Rachelle with Scrapcraftastic, and I'm going to start wrapping up some of the projects that we've started previously that were incomplete. So for the first one, I'm going to be finishing up the sleeve cover for the notebooks that I have in this planner or traveler's notebook, which I'm using kind of like, I don't even know what to title this. Just an everyday carry, maybe. It's kind of research, brain dump information. And then I have this new journal from Isis Ella Jules that I'm using kind of as a moon journal. I've already started researching the different moons each month and how all that works. So I'll be using this to track that, and I'll be using this grid notebook to learn about the different crystals in the latest Jewel Box sticker book called Daily Spiritual Reminders. And it has all of these different crystals in here that I know absolutely nothing about. So I thought I would take the opportunity to use these to decorate the pages and also write out and learn about the different stones and crystals. I'm not even sure if all these are crystals or are they considered stones or what. So I will be finding out about that. That's what I'm going to use this notebook for. And I'm thinking of kind of transforming my planning more into journaling and research for the things that I'm interested in and would like to know more about. So I don't know that I will continue to constantly do weekly spreads. I'm not sure. Anyway, this paper has been floating around on my desk and is a little worse for the wear, but I'm going to use it anyway because I do have to trim it down, so it should be fine. I decided to move the sleeve that we started to this notebook, the one with the green cover. So this is what we created previously. I have a few mistakes with it, but I'm going to try and fix that with this next version. Also, I have an idea that I want to cut some slits in these and then slide these journaling cards from Isis Ella Jules in the slits. That way they're not permanently there. I can move them if I need to or want to and use them elsewhere. Maybe a little washi tape on the back to just kind of help steady it and hold it in place. So I made myself this little triangle to use as a guide to show where I want to cut my slits. So maybe we can do that part before we go any further in case I mess it up, and then I'll just have to start fresh with 2 new pieces of paper. So let's see, is this gonna go in here? Am I gonna be able to do this? This one is too big, I think. Let's see if this one will work. This is a We Are Memory Keepers cutting mat, and yes, it will work. It slides right in there. Okay, so I need a pencil, my craft knife, which is over here somewhere, and this is the front, right? This is what I'm considering the front. All right, so I'm just going to take my corner and place it here. Draw a line. Let's see. I don't think I need the full length of this. So I'm going to mark myself where I want to start and stop. Maybe. So let's go here. And then do the same thing on all 4 of the corners. Oops. It will help if I can stay in a straight line. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can line this up so that I can actually see what I'm doing from where to where. I hope this is right. So from the 3 to the 2 1/8. Let's do the same thing over here. It's kind of hard to see my line. That helps a little bit. The marks are hard to see on this paper. Oh, let's try it with this. That's better. I can see those two little white dots. Probably need to clean my glasses too. Okay, so this really shouldn't take this long, but this is the first time I'm doing this, so I want to make sure I get it right. And you're probably going to be able to see those little white dots, but I'll get over it. I needed them to be able to help guide me. So that is done. I want to save this for the next one that I do. Now let's see. Not necessarily going to use this card because I want to use this for something else, but since it was already out, let's see how it works. So I put the mat under there if you didn't realize, so that I didn't cut through the whole thing. I just wanted to cut the front. So it's kind of slide in there like photo corners, kind of. Okay. So I might need to cut this one a little bit more, but I think they're okay. And it's kind of straight. So there is that. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think. So then it will just slide on here, because I don't really care for the poly covers, but that's all that was available. And voila, that's kind of cool, right? All right, so it does work if you want to try that. And let's go ahead and make the sleeve for the back. I had some suggestions about how to do this better, but I kind of like it like this. And I think I am going to keep the inside folded over. So that still means I need to add an inch to the width and an inch to the height. And let's see if I can get this right this time. So we're talking about 7 1/8 by 4 7/8. So 7 1/8 in height, 4 7/8 in width. So I need to double that. I'm gonna go, that's basically 5, so I'm gonna go 10. I need to leave it 11. I think we did this before, but I didn't watch the other video back to make sure, but it needs to be 11 wide and 8 1/8 inch in height. Okay, so let's get to chopping. Okay, so the height needs to be 8 1/8. Save the scrap for something else. Then the width needs to be 11. So I'm trying to cut off the pieces that were kind of beat up. So there's that. Keeping my strips over there. So now I need to score at the top and bottom. So the top I'm scoring at 1/2 inch. And I hope I cut this straight. Right? The bottom 1/2 inch. Now let's see if that is gonna work before we go too far. That's a little loose. But I wonder if once I glue everything down, is that going to make a difference? It might just have to be loose. I could probably stand to tighten that up a little bit. Let's go in a little bit on the score on this one. So I'm going to add another 1/8 of an inch and hope that I don't regret it. I think that's about right. So instead of 8 1/8, I probably should have just did 8 inches. That's better. Okay. So in the center, I just need to score at 5 1/2. And then on each end, I need to score at 1/2 inch. So that's with the 11 inch at the top, 1/2. 11 inch at the top, 1/2. Now these notebooks are 5x7 or B6 size. So that's what my measurements are based on, 5x7. Then I'm going to determine which is the front. That would be this. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold on. Okay. Then on this one, what did I do? I cut the back tabs off. So I'm going to cut this and this off. We don't need them. And the top tab is a little bigger. And I'm just cutting on the inside of the score line on both sides. So from one end to the center fold on what you want to be the back of your sleeve. And then miter. Then I'm also going to miter this corner here where we have the little squares in the corner to reduce some of that bulk. And then here also, just a little bit off the edges. So this flap is for reinforcement as well as this one, right? Yep. So we can glue those two down because they're just reinforcing the pocket. These two flaps on the side are what will hold the pocket together. So it will go like that. Let's get the scraps out of the way. And before we glue, let's do another dry fit. So okay, so that's gonna go on there like that. All right, let's go ahead and glue everything down. I'm using Barely Arts glue. Let's fold down or glue down our reinforcement flaps. You can also use tape to do this, which is probably a good idea. It's faster. And get my bone folder to make sure that that is pressed down as much as possible. Do the other side. So would you all prefer more crafting videos and less planning videos? And what about if the crafting videos are not planner related? So like I would consider this planner related, kind of decking out my traveler's notebook. But I don't know. I just have a lot of interest. I'm interested in art, mixed media, journal making, journaling, just other crafty things. I'm really interested in journal making. That's like a big thing. It's just that I don't have the time to do as much as I would like. But if that was like the main thing that I was doing, it would give me a little more time. I don't know. But I don't want to just give up planning either. Decisions. Yeah. So this will go on the front. We still got more to do for this though. But let's just see the full effect. This is on the front. This one is on the back. It's amazing how this paper sticks to these vinyl covers. It just doesn't want to come off. So this one goes here. This one fits on much better than the one in the front. Much better job. Okay, so there's that. A whole different look to the notebook. But I'm going to take it another step further. And I'm going to add eyelets on these. That way I can lace a ribbon through it. I can add some beads, or I can use, if I lace the ribbon up here, leave it long, I can use the ends of the ribbon as page marks too. So let's do that. I want to play around with that. So let's take this off and go on in. So it would have to be on this side. And I'm going to find the center, which is here. Where's my white pen that I just had? So I'm going to mark the center. And then what I want to do, 1 inch from each end. So about here and here. Let's do the same thing on this one. So if this goes on the inside, that's how that one went. I think I did this one the reverse way of what I intended. Because I was looking at it as if it was the front piece, but it was the back piece. And I probably need to glue this a little more. So I'm going to leave it. It's not hurting anything. So let's go ahead and mark this one too. Okay. Actually, that's the wrong side. Ooh, can I wipe that off? Yeah. All right. So if this, I need this side marked. So how I'm going to do that? I'll do it like this. Okay. So that's the outside of the back. Okay. So then I'm going to take my We Are Memory Keepers punch and eyelet setter. Pull out my eyelets. And I think I'm going to use gold because of the paper that I used. And I need to really start using these gold ones up because I rarely use them. So I need 6 eyelets. I got a lot of these from the scrapbooking or scrapbook expo. I might have to cut that because it's torn. But they are also available in the craft store. And like Joann, Michaels. Well, I don't know about Michaels, but Joann, Hobby Lobby, where you buy fabric, you should be able to find these. Okay, and I think my crocodile is already set to use the bigger eyelets. Yes, it is. All right, so let's take the card out so that we don't accidentally punch a hole in it. And then I'm gonna set this to a little more than a 1/4 inch. It does have measurements on the side. And oop, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna have to do it upside down. No, I can do it like this, I think. So I gotta be able to see. So yeah, that's good. Let's punch. Oh, this might interfere with my little slit. Trying to do too much. Might need to move that over a little bit. It's not close on the bottom, so why is it so close on the top? Okay, that one's a little off. I'm trying to get these as even as possible. Okay. So, we got the holes punched. This is the front, this is the back. It's gonna go like that. Let's see if I can get these eyelets in. So this long part goes through the top. There's that one. Okay, so there is that. Now, I don't know if my paper is still gonna, my journaling card is still gonna go in there. And probably need to beat these down a little bit. Let's see. You could even like mat whatever image you put in here, maybe like put a black mat around it and then slide it in, and that would really look nice. My card is coming over and I'm bending it up. Trying to keep it in good condition. So that I might have to move my card over just a hair. But I think that's good. Let's go ahead and put these in. Did I pull out too many eyelets? I sure did. There we go with that, and I hope this is gonna work. So then I need a ribbon or string or twine, something like that. All right, so I pulled out this ribbon that I have, 1/8 inch ribbon. So hopefully this can work for what I want to do. I don't have a lot of it left, but we shall see. Okay. So basically, I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna string the ribbon through and kind of lace the two up like, kind of like shoestrings, maybe. Let's see how this works. then pull that up through there, and then I want enough to hang down from the bottom or to the bottom to add some beads. So let's cut this right here. Hopefully that's going to give me enough extra. So then this goes over here. Yeah. So then lace up this side. And I went from the inside to the outside. So let's go from the inside to the outside, going this way. I thought I had some of that jewelry cord. That would be better, I think. That's what I would prefer, but I don't have any. And wait, I have to put this on here first before I do that. Can't do that. Hold on. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. Let's put this on the front, then this on the back. I don't know why I didn't think of that first, but I didn't. So the back fits so much better than the front does. Anywho, so now I can lace them up. Try not to rip the paper like I just did. Okay, so then we need to center that. And then go across and up through the next hole. Right? Or should we go in? Let's try going in. It's probably easier. And then go in with this one. And then in and in. And you could probably put more eyelets. I would keep it odd numbers though. Would probably be better. Especially if you're like me, you got a ton of eyelets that you don't use. Okay, there we go. So that's it laced up. Now we could stop here. Is that going to be long enough? Oops, I might have cut it too short for what I wanted, because I wanted it to come around through here and still have enough length to add beads to. So I think I cut it a little short. I might be able to put some kind of little dangle on there or something. Let's see. So then you can use these as page marks. I think I'm going to knot this though after I straighten up the ribbon. And if I did it the other way, I could just put beads on them. Let's just put it in a knot to make sure it doesn't just come loose. Yeah. But then I don't like the way that looks. But you could stop here, tie it in a bow, or you could have laced it the opposite direction with the pieces hanging at the bottom. I could just leave them here and put the beads on them and let them hang there and not use them. Try to use them as page marks, maybe. It's an option. That's an option. So I may just put something on them and let them dangle here. I like that better. Okay, let's pop this in just to see how it looks with it all put together. I think that's pretty cool. Why is there a paper clip in there? And then there is that. So then, yeah, I could put something on that. We open it up. That's what it looks like. Let's see. I have my notepad from Isis Ella Jewels and my cards from this latest release. I think I want to use this one. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, I'm messing up the paper. Okay, I think this card is a little bigger. It tore the paper. That sucks. Let me get my teeny tiny scissors and see if I can fix that. So apparently is this card bigger? It is a little bit bigger, just a hair. Okay. So let's get in here and fix that. Might have to put some washi tape on there to repair it, because it's looking a little raggedy. Actually, you could just do 2 corners, and maybe that would have been better for this, to just do 2 corners. Or you could just put some photo corners on here, make your own photo corners. I considered that, but I was trying to keep it as simple as possible. But this is a little beat up from me sliding this in and out. I might end up edging that with some washi because it's looking rough. Okay, I'm not gonna sweat it, but that is how you do that. That is the insert covered and ready to go. So this is a notebook that we finished covering. I did mess up this corner a little bit, but it'll be okay. And that is a way that you can hold those sleeves in place so that they don't slide on and off unless you want them to. Just use a piece of ribbon, string, twine, whatever you have, to lace them up with a few eyelets. So I like how that turned out. You could also put a clear pocket or make pockets for the inside of this. You can make this as complicated or as simple as you like. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that little gray bell so that you'll receive notification each time I upload a new video. Be sure to check the community tab and my stories for updates throughout the week. Also, check us out over at patreon.com/Scrapcraftastic for exclusive content and digital downloads. Visit my other channel, Journal Life's Journey, for craft videos and junk journals. You can find me across social media at Scrapcraftastic. Visit my website and shop at Scrapcraftastic.com. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.